Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back.
This is the OPPO Reno 16 Pro. Last year, the Reno 15 Pro earned a lot of praise and was considered one of the best phones for live streaming photography thanks to its feature-packed camera system. So the big question is, can the new 16 Pro carry that success forward? Let's jump right in.
A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our exciting tech content.
When it comes to flagship smartphones, design always matters, and OPPO clearly understands that. The version I'm holding is the Blue Star Cave color option. It comes with a silver frosted metal frame that feels cool in the hand, which is especially refreshing during summer. The back panel is where things get really interesting. OPPO has added a unique planetary-style engraved texture that looks like a tiny planet trapped beneath the glass. As you tilt the phone under light, the depth shifts and creates a subtle 3D visual effect. It gives the phone a premium look that instantly stands out. The glossy finish looks stunning, although it does pick up fingerprints quite easily. On the front, there's a 6.78-inch flat display surrounded by ultra-slim 1.15mm bezels, which gives it a very sleek and immersive appearance. The screen looks excellent with vibrant colors and solid viewing angles. Brightness is more than enough even outdoors in strong sunlight. Combined with a 120Hz refresh rate and the fluid experience of ColorOS 16, everything feels fast, responsive, and smooth in daily use. Now let's talk about cameras, because this is where the Reno 16 Pro continues to impress. OPPO has clearly paid attention to every lens here. All four cameras, front and back, feel useful. Even the ultra-wide lens, which is often treated as an afterthought by many brands, has been given serious hardware instead of just being there to fill space. Starting with the main camera, it uses a massive 200-megapixel sensor, and that brings some real benefits. Resolution is excellent, details are sharp, and both landscapes and subjects come out looking crisp. Color tuning feels balanced too. It doesn't push colors too hard or go for an exaggerated effect. Another advantage of shooting at this resolution is flexibility. Even if your framing isn't perfect when taking the shot, you can crop later and still end up with a clean, detailed image. My personal favorite camera on this phone is the 85mm isometric lens. It's incredibly useful and honestly feels like a composition cheat code. The 85mm focal length works beautifully for portraits because it gives a natural perspective with pleasing background blur and strong subject separation. It creates a very atmospheric look with very little effort. Since it's also one of the few genuine telephoto options in this segment, it performs nicely for landscapes too, with sharp detail maintained across the frame. This telephoto lens also supports up to 120x zoom. Of course, once you zoom that far, digital cropping does start affecting image quality, but in those moments, capturing the shot matters more than perfection. That said, the telephoto lens isn't as strong after dark. In lower light scenes, noise becomes more visible and images can start to lose sharpness. For night photography, switching back to the main camera gives much better results overall. As for the ultra-wide camera, while some brands still hold back here, OPPO went with a 50-megapixel sensor. That's a big upgrade. With a 116-degree field of view, it works great for group shots and wide landscapes, making photos feel more dramatic and expansive. Edge control is also handled well, with very little visible distortion. OPPO has also given a lot of attention to the selfie camera. The front camera comes with 50 megapixels along with a 0.6x ultra-wide angle option, making it versatile whether you're taking solo selfies or fitting more people into the frame. If the camera hardware is the foundation, then live view mode is really the heart of the Reno 16 Pro's photography experience. This feature supports automatic background cutout and can extend moving subjects into the image, creating a playful visual effect where people of different sizes appear to interact with each other inside the same photo. It feels creative, fun, and surprisingly addictive to use. Even better, exported images stay in full 4K quality without any drop in resolution. Another feature many people will recognize is border collage. It lets the subject break out beyond the frame, giving the final photo a stylish editorial look that feels premium and fashionable. It's especially great for sharing on social media. To be honest though, both of these features do take some effort to use well. Getting everything right means carefully adjusting size, angle, and outlines manually. If you know what you're doing, the results can look amazing, but for everyday users, recreating those polished effects can be a little challenging. Personally, I'd love to see OPPO add AI-powered automatic generation in a future update. Being able to create these effects with a single tap would be incredible and make them much more accessible. There's also a CCD flash effect available inside the camera's pop mode, along with the NIST film and light leak film filters. Especially when combined with live photos, it can create all kinds of retro-inspired animated GIF-style shots. These effects have a fun, nostalgic vibe and are especially popular with younger users who enjoy creative photography styles.
The video recording experience here is also really impressive. Once you turn on dual shot mode, the phone records using both the front and rear cameras at the same time. That means you can capture yourself with the selfie camera while also filming the view in front of you with the rear camera. It's perfect for travel because you can record both the scenery and your real-time reactions together in one shot without needing to edit everything later. Another fun feature is with live photos. Inside the album, you can slow them down after capturing them, which makes them even more interactive and enjoyable to play around with. It adds a lot more creativity to your shots and makes the whole experience feel more dynamic. That's pretty much it for the camera, so now let's talk about the core performance of the phone. Compared with the previous generation, powered by the Dimensity 8450, this year's upgrade feels huge. OPPO has moved to the Dimensity 9500S, and it's a noticeable step forward. For everyday use, performance is absolutely not something you need to worry about. Everything feels fast, fluid, and effortless. During gaming tests, I tried Genshin Impact with both super resolution and super frame rate turned on. The visual quality looked sharp and detailed, and gameplay stayed very smooth. Across a 20-minute session, aside from a few frame drops during loading or scene transitions, the frame rate stayed locked at the top level most of the time. There are a couple of small issues though. For some reason, whether it's a software bug or a compatibility limitation, super frame rate currently only goes up to 90 FPS. Also, super frame rate and super HDR image quality can't be enabled together at the same time. That's a little disappointing, but hopefully OPPO can improve this with future software updates. Battery life is another big highlight. The 7,000 mAh Glacier battery is seriously impressive. I left home in the morning with a full charge, spent the day taking photos, using navigation, and watching videos, and by the time I got back home in the evening, I still had around 20% battery remaining. That kind of endurance gives a lot of confidence for all-day use. Overall, I genuinely like the Reno 16 Pro. In the 3,000 to 4,000 yuan price range, roughly around £440 in the UK or $592 in the US, there are plenty of phones trying to do everything, but many of them end up feeling average at everything. The Reno 16 Pro takes a different direction. Instead of simply focusing on taking clear photos, it focuses on making photography more fun. It puts more attention on creativity, emotion, and freedom of expression. Whether it's lossless 4K live photos, the playful live photo features, or the strong social sharing experience, everything feels designed to make content creation easier and more enjoyable for young users. The goal here is clearly to lower the barrier to creativity and make fun a central part of the phone experience. It may not have the most extreme specifications on paper, but it could very well be the most stylish and trend-focused phone in this price segment, especially one that really understands how younger people create, share, and express themselves on social media today. If you love showing your personality online and care about quality and individuality, then the Reno 16 Pro feels like a very unique option that's hard to replace. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!